go live in about 5 seconds, folks. In 3. All right, here we go, folks. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. When I was a child, my mom always told me, Angel, when you were born, all the angels came from heaven. Do you know why? Because you're special. On June 16, 2018, I launched my show, Have Faith, Let It Begin. I always wanted to change the world, share my personal testimony, share real-life stories and motivational topics to set out to go out and change the world. Join me each and every week, Monday through Friday, because this is a show all about faith. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Good morning. My name is Angel, and this is Have Faith, Let It Begin. This morning, I am home with my daughter Ariel, and we're about to give you another rendition of a second episode that aired on our show back on June 17th, 2018. Yesterday, we did a Throwback Thursday, where we aired the episode The Mystery Man. And by popular demand and much feedback, I decided that for today's episode, on this live edition, March 29th, 2019, we will go back to the episode that I entitled, Stealing Your Joy. As many of you heard yesterday on my way home from work at 4:30, we had a surprise afternoon episode. The episode revealed that I have been battling a small depression. I would like to point out to each and every one of you that I appreciate your thoughts and prayers, your comments. I am doing better and I'm on the mend. This is nothing to be concerned about. This is something that I've been dealing with for many years. I do see therapy for it, and I will be explaining to each and every one of you just exactly how this all began. I don't hold back on this show. I never have, and I never will. But I want to make sure that my thoughts are clear, that are precise, and they're live, not only by audio, but by video. This way you can see me in person and describe to you exactly why I was in a state of depression and why every once in a while it tends to come back. And this way you can see it with my own eyes and know that this is something legitimate and not something that I'm trying to pull over your eyes to say that, I'm looking for more views or anything like that, because let's be real. We live in a day and age where sometimes people say certain things to create more views, more subscribers, and that's not something that I'm trying to do. I said to you from the very beginning that when I aired the show, I would never hold anything back. And that's why I will make sure that when I go back on the air live and describe everything that's going on with my depression, that I will take you through the journey and explain to you just exactly what caused it and how I'm overcoming it and how I am allowing God to be in my life as always, of course, but allowing Him to further guide me in the right path. So, with that being said, today's episode will be a throwback, once again, called Stealing Your Joy. Now, I will warn you, the audio is not the greatest because when I first started this platform, I didn't have the equipment that I do now. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that this audio plays out to the best of my ability. But I do apologize, it is not the greatest. But it's, like I said, it was back on June 17, 2018. It was only the second episode that aired on this show. I want to thank you again, and I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. For Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel. Here now is the episode entitled, Stealing Your Joy. Hello, everyone. It's great to hear that you are I don't even want to say it's great to hear because I'm not hearing you, but I am knowing that you're hearing me. It's great to see that you've turned this on, you saw the title, and you're like, I want to hear what's happening today. So let's get into it. Did you wake up today? Did you do the thing that we always do? Take a deep breath in, blow it out, and say it with me. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Oh yes. You ever go to work or a function? Could be a family function. Could be an outing. Could be a date. And the person or persons that you're with, there's always that one that's just cranky and rude. You ever been around those type of people? They come up and they try to sneak over and steal your joy. It seems like there's one at every table, one in every section of a building. You can have the greatest day in the world, smiling, you're like, yeah! And then bam, you run into those people. Why do you think that is? Some people will say, well, you know, I used to love my friends, used to go, man, that person, they need Jesus, man. They need Jesus in their life. And you'd laugh. But you know what's funny? Some people that are like that have Jesus in their life. They really do. But maybe they're having that bad day. And we've spoken about this before. That we all have bad days. Let me tell you something. I just recently watched a movie, and I want to give credit to the movie. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to watch it. And again, I'm not advocating and I don't make money off of any of that. But I strongly suggest that you watch this movie. And it's an awesome movie. It's called I'm Not Ashamed. And it's regarding the Columbine shooting. And I don't want to sit here and give away the movie. Because it's based on a true story, obviously. All I'm going to say is, I learned so much from that movie, and I know more than ever that God chooses people to do things that cause chain reaction. Remember that word, that phrase, chain reaction, because that's a very, very, very big, important part. So, from this movie, I've been inspired to continue this message, this podcast. From that movie, I'm inspired by a girl named Rachel, who ironically is the same name as my wife. But I'm inspired by her because all she wants to do is put a smile on somebody's face and cause that chain reaction and make their day a little bit better, all by just listening or giving them that small attention, letting them vent, letting them talk out their issues with you. So listen, I'm not saying that you go to work tomorrow and you see, Mary Jane or Billy, or, and I'm making up these names, and all of a sudden, you walk in and they're like, and you go, hey, hey, I want you to smile. No, I'm just saying, take your time and know that some people are having those bad days that you may have had. And since you're out of those bad days, some people are in that. There's a thing called, faith during the storm a sermon that I actually did. I'll put a link up, but see if you want to watch it. But you have to believe that if you're noticing these people that are having those bad days, God is putting them in your path. God believes. He believes that you can change their life, even if it's for a second. Even if you make them laugh for a few minutes and they go back to being upset, because that could happen. You have the opportunity to make them feel good just for that minute, just for that second. And hopefully, they too will do the same for the next person. And that is a chain reaction. But the most important part is, even if they don't want to be helped, even if you try and you get shut down, take the opportunity to sit aside and make a quick prayer and say, God, be with them. God, allow them to just feel the joy that I have right now. Or Lord, breathe, or blow just a little fresh air their way. Give them a little joy. Allow them to look up and maybe see something that will make them smile. Now, you may pray that, but don't look up and over and say, okay, I prayed it, let's see it in action. It may not happen right there. It may happen later. It may happen at 11:57 that night before that person goes to bed. But it will happen. I believe that. So that's one of the messages I wanted to bring today. Because I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that we have that opportunity to change the way people are. And it's just a shame that we can't have everybody think the same way. Again, I'm not saying that it's going to work just like that. But I'm saying that if you believe in it, if you harp on it, if you believe in God, and you have the faith, and we're going to talk about faith, and that's going to be an extensive series, maybe 2 parts, or however how long it takes to get our message across. But we're going to talk about faith, because that's something that we all of God's children, all of us struggle with, myself included. I've had that happen, folks. I am not perfect. And just because I do a podcast doesn't mean that I am famous or try to be famous. Something deep down inside has always said, share your stories, share your passion. Maybe this is my way of taking people that are in a bad way and making them feel better. But I believe that. Have faith, guys. Have faith that God will present you and show you the love that He has for us, because every single day that we wake up, we have to praise Him. And we should praise Him on the bad days. Praise Him on the good days. Let Him know that we are grateful for everything He has given us. Some people will say, I can't praise Him. He took something away from me. You know, you may have lost somebody. You may have had something that you really thought you deserved. Praise Him on the good days. Praise Him on the bad days. There's reasons why things are done the way they are. And you know what? We can't explain it. We can't predict it. But you gotta believe that God has a purpose for you. God has a purpose for all of us. And one day, when we meet, because we all are going to meet one day, it's going to happen. We're going to sit back and we're going to say, yes, I get it now. I understand. Now I understand what this is all about. Now I understand that every time I woke up, I took that deep breath in and I said, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Yes. Have a great day, everybody. And I look forward to speaking with all of you yet again. And hopefully, this allowed you to have a great start to your day. God bless. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, we are live Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Join us on Spreaker, iTunes, Podcast Player, iHeartRadio, Tumblr, PlayerFM, SoundCloud, and many others. We welcome you to Have Faith, Let It Begin each and every weekday. For Have Faith, Let It Begin, my name is Angel. Have a great Friday.
Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.